What is going on, horror family? Welcome to Resident Horror. And today we are talking about a series on Netflix entitled The Fall of the House of Usher, directed by Mike Flanagan, starring, let's go to the list, Carla Gugino, Bruce Greenwood, Mary McDonald, Henry Thomas, Kate Siegel, and a host of other actors. First of all, Mike Flanagan is becoming one of my favorite directors and writers. He was responsible for one of my favorite shows on Netflix, Midnight Mass. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. One of my favorite movies, Dr. Sleep, 2019, checked out as well, along with a host of other things that he's had his little hands in, like Ouija, The Origin of Evil, also fantastic. Anyway, what is this about? No spoilers. This is about a rags to riches story from a family called the Ushers. How far are you willing to go to gain the world? And who will you throw under the bus to get what you want? Because everyone has a price, don't they? And so his line of work is in the pharmaceutical company. So he's the CEO of a corrupt pharmaceutical company, which he uses to pump his drugs through, which he knows are damaging people and killing people by the millions. It's like seeing that commercial where you take this drug and it will mask your symptoms, not heal you, but your side effects will be heart failure, liver failure, kidney failure, brain failure, this cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, and the list goes on and on and on. But the people are so stupid that they take these drugs anyway. So who could you blame, them or the people? Now, with great power comes great responsibility. And he's used this power and wielded it in all the wrong ways and made all the wrong deals, and greed and selfishness has taken over his mind and body, along with his sister and their innocent family that he brought into the picture because he was a selfish MFer. So it is a look into the corrupted pharmaceutical companies and the lengths they're willing to go. It is a story about greed and how it destroys the moral fabric of society and the people that this disease called greed takes over. It is about the illusion of I am above everybody else. No one can tell me nothing. I can do no wrong, and I will not face any consequence for my actions because power and money. It is about how do these corrupted people get into these positions. Is it just on their own merits, or is there something more sinister, being the puppeteer behind them, pulling the strings, allowing them to avoid justice, allowing them to hypnotize the masses, allowing them to live this lavish life, but for how long and at what cost? It is well put together. You have a mysterious character that is always showing up, and halfway through you kind of get an idea of who or what it is supposed to represent, and it's just fantastic. It is a horror thriller, more thriller than horror, but there is this atmosphere of dread. Death is everywhere, and it comes to the Usher's front door when it's time to cash that check. Everybody in this film did such a good job. Great acting. You feel for each and every one of the actors and the family members. Some of them are silly characters, some of them are more serious than others, but they are all going through something. Innocent children were blinded by the money, which changed them because they were innocent at one time and they did not know how to handle it. They all ended up being overtaken by their temptations, and the money just magnifies it, as it usually does if you're a person that doesn't have control and you meditate and have control over your mind and your body, and you're able to balance this world that we live in, because it can very well be tipped. The scales can be tipped one way or the other, and you can lose yourself in this world unless you really have a knowledge of self. I don't want to get too deep, but this is deep. Go check this out. The cinematography captures this in every angle perfectly. Up close shots were amazing. Above shots, ground to ceiling shots. Shots of the deaths in the scene, amazing. Everything keeps you locked in this dream type world that they set with the camera work. Phenomenal camera work. The dialogue is almost trance-like, especially when you see that the dialogue is being carried from mostly two people in a chair setting the parameters on what you're about to see, and it leaves you on the edge of your seat wondering what's going to happen to the next family member. How is this going to play off? And the dialogue just keeps you there. The dialogue also does a good job of putting you in this safe place, and then bang, jump scare hits you. Literally will knock you clean out of your seat. When it happens, you will know. The jump scares are far and in between and very timely in this. They do not rely on it. Well done. The horror aspects of this, not overdone, well done. The sound is top notch. Your Dolby Atmos will be put to work. Even if you don't have that and you're simulating it, it will be put to work. Turn on your stereo, blast it, and enjoy the sound field that this film sets off. You hear things behind you, above you, below you, all around you, 360, crisp and clear, and it also allows you to now be deeper into what's going on. And that's all I gotta say. I am gushing over how good this series is, and I cannot wait for part 2. I cannot wait for a new greedy family to take center stage so we can watch their demise and they can pay for what they have done to society. Some of them don't care, as you can tell in the final dialogue between the sister in this. She really doesn't care. She wants to make an excuse for it. Really, it's the people's fault. And it really is, but everybody has a hand to play in the demise of humanity. The creators and the consumers play a part as well. So, at the end of the day, wake up, pierce the fog, see what's going on around you, check this movie out with a third eye wide open as they tell you what they have done to you, they're doing to you right now. And it aligns with the current situation of the demic that you're going through. So be very careful out there. Be aware. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And now let's go to the score. What does the magic ball say? 5 out of 5. I'm out of here. Be sure to keep it spooky, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.